There are some non there are some non-negotiable things that you must prioritize as a young man growing up, maybe in his 20s, or maybe you are in your early 30s or even 40s. There's no particular time that is involved in it. You must prioritize this as a man. Every man must prioritize this. Like, you must see this as a thing that is very important to them. Either you being in some type of circumstances, either you being living alone or by yourself, or either you being at schooling, or either you being with your parents. You must prioritize these things. You might see it little, or it can even be hard at some point, because if you start the moment you start doing it, the moment you start working on it, you find it becoming much more um, easier. Your brain will get to adapt to those things as a habit. Um, so, what are those things that you must prioritize? The number one, which is the only one, not even the number one, because I'm not going to speak about so much on this particular video. I'm just going to speak about one particular thing that you must need to look up to, which if you continue to do this thing, if you continue to make this action, take this action, be in action with this thing, your life can never be the same. The number one thing you must look up to doing, that you must prioritize, is investment. Investment. Mentioning about investment, I'm not talking about you investing in expensive properties. We already know that it's really expensive. Investment is expensive. Some investments, they are expensive to make. I'm not talking about investing in all those property, or investing in real estate investment, investing in gold, investing in stock. No, if you are any less, there are some type of investment that you can make that will eventually appreciate in future. Not eventually, like definitely going to appreciate in future. And you this appreciation is going to bring value to you. It's going to bring the results that will be valuable to you in future. And this investment is number one. Investment is investing on yourself. I'm not talking about buying a house. I'm not talking about buying that Rolex. I'm not talking about buying those expensive shoes. I'm just talking about being the best version of yourself, being the better version of yourself that you can be, working on yourself, like improving in yourself mentally and intellectually, and making sure that you're clean, like putting your clothing in order, dressing, because the way you dress is the way you are addressed, and your address, like the people that address you, they are attracted to you. If those people are not impressed by the way you look, you are unvaluable to them. You're not valuable to them. They will end up separating themselves from you. So this is why you must prioritize self-investment. Most importantly, those little things, your clothing, put them in order. Even if not too expensive food, not expensive stuff, just make sure you smell nice. Just make sure you all about taking care of your skin, your food, the food you eat. Even if you're eating any less, you can do this as a man coming up. You must be ready to be responsible. You must be ready to take responsibility of your own life, your own self. This is why it's really very important as a man. You have to really prioritize on building yourself. Stop chasing, stop doing all sort of things that would end up being detrimental to your dream. First, the number two investment you can make. This one is very important. This would have been my number three, but I'm just gonna list it at as the number two. The number two investment you can make is reading. It's intellectual investment. No matter the situation you find yourself, even I watched some type of video recently, whereby this guy was the documentary of how he went to prison, how he went to jail. This guy, he prioritized reading. This guy, he prioritized reading as a part of his hobby, and he developed that habit of reading. He read like so many books at that years he spent in prison. And this nigga, he came out as a whole another being. He changed. What changed about him? He was still the same person physically, but mentally, his mindset changed. His mindset shift. There's this book I read recently. I'm still at the early page of this book. rich dad poor dad. He made mention of the self. He made mention of the power of mirror. He made mention of the power of the power of the power of the sword, the power of the jewelry, and the power of mirror. The power of the sword is the power of weapon. The power of and the power of force and weapon. The power of jewelry is the power of money, which means money is power. We already know that. And the power of mirror is the power of reflection. You reflect into yourself by who you are, knowing where you are at the particular stage in life, knowing what you got to tackle earlier in your life. And how can you do this? Is by seeking to know, is by going into that rabbit hole, digging. The more you know, the more you can do. I had to add this to the list as a young man coming up, as a young man growing up. This must be part of the what you're looking up to invest on, what you are intense about in doing. You must not play with this third, no, number three on the list that I'm about to make mention of. You must not play with this one. This one is what increase your value in any place you are on earth, in any place you find yourself on earth. This is what increase your value. This is what determine if you are relevant or not, or if you will be useful or not. So on this third one on our list is ski. To be ski, you just got to make sure not just a regular ski. Make sure it's a high demanding ski. Make sure you acquire a high demanding ski. So most of the people these days, they do have this mindset of chasing the money, chasing the bag, chasing that guap, chasing that money, chasing that money, putting everything first, and but they forgot to invest on the self, which is the ski. They forget to invest on the ski, which cannot be taken from them years to come, because what you already know, what you have already mastered, can never be taken from you. This is why you must look up to investing in ski. Make mentioning of high demanding ski in the market that you must look up to investing on. Number one, you can. I'm not going to list it. I don't even need to list it. You already know all of these things. The internet, the digital space is taking over. It's taking over. I already. Almost. I say these all of my videos. Almost all of my videos. I said this is 2026. This is 2026, and you shouldn't take it for granted. You shouldn't be ignorant. You just have to hop on those ski, hop on content creation, learn your communication skill, learn sales, and learn AI. Very important. You got to take advantage of AI. You got to be creative. You don't just have to be lazy. You don't just have to be left out, bro. Brother, get on work and get on action. That's the best decision you can freaking do for yourself. You can freaking make for yourself at your early age. Do not be distracted about what the society has set as their own standard. You got to design your own life. You got to take action by you reflecting on who you are, by you seeing yourself, by you becoming aware of what you are. You just have to adapt. You just have to admit and do what it takes and to become true, to make it come true. Because without you actualizing what you have in your head, without you putting in work, getting in action, getting on action, all of those stuff will only be die in your head. All of those stuff will only, if you even had it in your head, because a lot of young folks these days, they don't even have those things in their head. If you ask them what are your goal, what are you chasing, they just want that AMG G63, that Benz and Mercedes, they just want that lifestyle, but they do not know. They are not focused on the work. They are not curious about what they must do, the steps they must take for them to get all of those money, for them to get all of those wealth, without you focusing on the action, or the things that you must interact with, on the steps that you must take. The reward you are going to get is still going to be the same. You will still remain the same goofy ass, the same nigga you have been right from time. Like you same, you still gonna remain the same. She doesn't happen by chances. She doesn't happen by chances. She doesn't happen by luck. You just have to put in the work. You just have to take chances. You just have to take chances. You shouldn't wait for things to happen chances all by itself. It doesn't work that way. So this is where I'm going to leave it, and I hope you guys get what she takes, get what these videos talk about. And I know I ain't gonna speak too much because I'm also speaking about myself in this video. I'm also talking about myself. Most of the time, if I'm really speaking in any video, I always go back to reflect or listen to it to just to um as a part of note, as a part of documentary, as a part of journal. I just have to know what to do, what I'm on, and all of those stuff. So it ain't no time to waste. It ain't no time to play. You better get on this and let's make let's make it day count. It's your boy Kev Billy. We are.